As a single mom who's growing her relationship with God every single day, this is what changed my life. I've been journaling since the age of 9. Thank God for my auntie Liz, God rest her soul. Journaling helped me draw close to God. When I got older and I faced adversity and my parents passed away, my sister passed away, and I became a single mom, the more I wrote down my struggles and my prayers, the more I saw God move. I'm sure you all have heard of the scripture Habakkuk 2 and 2 that says, write the vision down and make it plain. That scripture is life changing because you're not just writing the vision down, but you're actually manifesting this thing. No, it may not look like what you've written down, but the make it plain part, what you're writing down, God is going to expand that. Because, child, I'm not going to lie, 10 years ago, I just wrote down in my journal, God changed my life because I'm uncomfortable. Okay, I don't like where I'm at. I'm tired of making $235 a month. Yeah, my bills are being paid, but there's so much more I want to do. I want to invest in myself. I want to go travel with my daughter, like just so many things. And I continued to pray every single day. There were plenty of times where I would pray the same prayer in my notebook every single day. And sometimes the written prayers would be bigger than the ones the day before. But the Lord heard my prayers and He answered and He delivered me from every single fear that I had during that time because I was speaking so many negative things about myself. I was listening and accepting every negative thing that someone ever told me, but God proved everything wrong. And I remember Him specifically telling me, you want to change your life? Do something about it. While I was writing these prayers down, I was also making small moves, doing some small adjustments with myself, whether that's speaking good things over my life or actually looking like what I wasn't going through, even when I was still going through it. So this video is for that single mom, or it's for that woman who's sick and tired of the same cycle, who's sick and tired of feeling like she's unworthy, who wants to change, who wants to grow. I highly encourage you to draw close to God. I don't care what the economy is saying. I don't care what somebody tells you. All the things that people say over your life, that ain't nothing but the tricks of the enemy. But all of those things are a lie. Every single thing is a lie. When you start drawing close to God, when you start writing down the vision that God has given you, watch and see how things change. God can use small things to create bigger opportunities for you and your children. Grab a notebook, be specific, write down everything you're struggling with, write down your expectations, what you're expecting God to do. Every single day, I write this in my journal because I still deal with this, but I always ask God to help me overcome my unbelief. If you sitting up here and you're poisoning your mind with all of these thoughts that He never gave you, continuously ask Him every day, Lord, help me overcome my unbelief. Lord, increase me. Lord, increase my spiritual, increase my mental, increase my physical, my financial. And He's going to do all of those things for you. But the more you continue to seek with Him, the more you also continue to grow with Him. Right now, you're telling life and you're telling God that everything is impossible. He's already promised you, with God, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. You're not stuck, you're in transition. You're detaching from the old you, from the old version of you. That's why you're so uncomfortable. That's why you're tired of the same old cycle. Allow God to renew the right spirit within you. God has more for you. So write down everything that you're going through. When you start writing those things down, it's not just written prayers. This is testimony. This is your personal movie of your transformation. The more I grow with God, I see that journaling isn't just about writing, but it's also putting faith into action. Because see, when you have this encounter with God, He's also speaking back to you. He's also giving you instructions. Maybe you need to change the way you think about yourself. Maybe you need to wake up a little bit earlier to spend more time with me. 10 years ago, I was so specific in my prayers and my written journal entries. I would ask God to help me become my own inspiration when it came to fashion, because fashion is something that I wanted to deal with. But because of my low self esteem and I didn't have the confidence, I would ask God, God, help me build confidence. I need to build confidence. And next thing you know, He started helping me. The little that I had in my closet, He was helping me fall in love with fashion. He was helping me be creative. And years later, after getting off welfare, at the same job where I made $235 a month, God gave me the vision to open up a clothing boutique. I was writing to him, like I still have that journal to this day. I was writing to him that I wanted to build confidence. I wanted more colors in my wardrobe. I was sick and tired of using the excuse as a plus size woman to make me believe that I wasn't beautiful. So I was asking God like all of these things in my journal entry. Every single thing that I was struggling with, not only did he deliver me from it, but he also birthed purpose. He gave me the ability to birth purpose. So you may be either a single mom or you may be just a woman who wants to dabble in some color, wants to do a little bit of fashion. Write down that prayer to God. Ask him to help you overcome your unbelief. Ask him to help you build your confidence. And every single day, I promise you, the more you seek him, the more you will grow with him. One day, I'm going to look back at this video and see that I made this crazy declaration that I'm going to be a mommy millionaire. 10 years ago, I was also writing in my journal to God that I wanted to do better with my finances. I wanted to learn better stewardship. And I started getting on YouTube in the middle of the night when I couldn't sleep. And I would watch these entrepreneurs, build these businesses. I would also watch and invest in courses to learn how to manage money, to manage finances. I became a licensed life insurance agent because I wanted to learn about investments in life insurance because McDonald's wouldn't be McDonald's if the owner of McDonald's took out a life insurance policy to invest into this multi-million-dollar business. So I wanted to do the same thing. So if you're a single mom or a woman and you're looking to increase your finances, increase your financial literacy, then go on YouTube. It's free all day, every day. Start reading books, start attending courses. They have cheap courses, free courses out here. There's one woman that I used to love watching, and her name is Ellie Talks Money. You could find her on Instagram. She used her stimulus check, her $1,200 stimulus check, to invest when she was going through a divorce and she was living with her mom, and she was a single mom, and she used that small investment, and God made her a multimillionaire. So I know if he could do it for her, he could do it for me, and he could do it for you. I wrote that vision down a couple years ago, and I know it's gonna come. I know it's gonna happen. But see, I had to put it into practice. God will do his part, but I also have to do my part. So when you write these things down, don't just write them down and pray about it, but write it down and put some action behind it. Like I said, every day ask God to help you increase your faith, ask him to help you overcome your unbelief, and you will see these things manifest. I used to also write to God, and I still do that to this day, but I also ask him to help me be a better mama. Help me be a better mama to my child. Help us with our communication, with our relationship. Because growing up, I did not have the best relationship with my mom. And when she passed away in 2012, I didn't get that chance. But I got a second chance when God gave me my baby, same year I lost my mom. I remember being in the hospital room and I remember making this promise to God. I was like, God, I'm going to turn my life around. I'm going to do a full 360. I'm going to be a better mom. Like me and my child, we're going to have such a good relationship. And God heard me and he answered that prayer. And every day I would continue to write that prayer down. Like, not only do I want to be a good mom, but I also want to make memories. And I've made so many memories with her. Like, we've had opportunities where we can just take random trips together, even if it was just a day at the beach and sandwiches. Like, children remember the small things, okay? We try to go all out our way for these kids, and some of them, I can't say all, but some of them, they just look at the experience. They just look at enjoying time with mama, and that's enough. So if that's something that you're wanting to do, then write it down and start putting those things into practice. Before I took my child to Disney World in 2023, I wrote that prayer down so many times, so many times. And when God gave me the opportunity to have my first sales job, I was working so hard, and I planned that birthday vacation out like 4 months prior to her birthday. And when we finally got to Disney World, I cried like a baby because I thought I would never see this, because I wanted to do this when I was little, but we didn't get a chance to do it because my parents grew up in poverty. But to be able to live and experience that with my child on our favorite holiday during Christmas was so magical, and I had such a beautiful time. So if you're a single mom and you're looking to do things with your children, Write that thing down. Write to God about where you want to go, what you want to do. Be specific in your prayer, and God will give it to you. I was in my own way. I was stuck in my beliefs. I was stuck in the way that I was talking to myself. I was stuck in ways of accepting what people would say. You're not good enough. You're going to fail. Like my own family said, you're going to fail because your mama ain't here. You're going to fail because your child's father left you. But God still had a plan for me. God still worked miracles. And I keep this statement in the back of my mind every single day. Even when adversities come up, if God did it then, he'll do it again. So get out your own way. You want to experience change? Become that change. Draw closer to God and ask him to change you every single day. Make one move that's different. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable, but it's going to be so necessary for your growth. You're not only going to reap the harvest, but your children are, and your children's children are. Just like God did it for Abraham, he could do it for you. But you have to make that covenant with him that you're going to change for the better. I thought I was weak, but God strengthened me in my weakness. I thought I was supposed to be on welfare, just making $235 a month. But God said, no, you're not called to do this. This is your prep season. I have to put you in preparation. So, right now, wherever you are, you might be in that preparation season. You might be in that holy ground where He's using a little to increase you to more. You have to abide in Him, you have to obey. So, if you're feeling uncomfortable, write everything down. Everything that you're seeing in the spiritual, everything that you're praying for God to do, He will do it. I never thought I'd see myself as a full time entrepreneur right now. I never thought I'd see myself speaking to you guys. When I think I was in middle school, I did see myself become an author, but I didn't believe in myself to make that happen. And this year in April, I published my first book, but I kept going, Faith, Purpose, and Healing for Single Moms, sharing everything that I'm talking about on YouTube right now to empower those who are just like me. How I was sitting 10 years ago thinking that, life wasn't worth living and this is all that I'd ever see. The devil is a lie. If God could do that for me, he could do that for you. But you have to keep going. You have to surrender your will to his. You have to change your mindset. You have to write the vision down and allow God to work in you. And before I forget to tell you this, when you write your prayers down, stop playing small. Okay? I see a lot of prayers that I've written down were way too small because when God told me to start my first business, yes, I was nervous. Yes, I doubted him. And then when I started, I wasn't expecting to make a sale. And guess what? I didn't make a sale. But as soon as I started working hard and I asked God to increase me to do more and believe more in myself, and I started practicing how to pose and how to build my own website and just so many things, boom. So one day I will never forget this, but I just received my paycheck on that day, and same day I made the exact amount for my clothing business, and it shocked me because I did not expect that. But see, that was my problem. I was expecting small. I was playing small. I was praying small. So whatever you're praying for God to do, expect big things. Stop playing small. You're not small. You're a giant. Think big. Think bigger. Believe bigger. Believe that God is going to do a new thing on the inside of you. Write it in faith and believe God for it. So I challenge you, starting this week, write one prayer down every single day. Pray over it, thank God for it, and make one small move towards that desire. As long as it's in God's will, it's already yours. Pastor Sarah Jakes Roberts said this in her sermon 2 weeks ago. Faith is not imperfection, it's movement. So start your day with prayer. Write it down. Act on it. Then watch how God gives you wisdom and strength to walk it out. And you must know that this isn't just for you. Every prayer that you're writing down is not just for you, but it's for the people who's coming after you. It's for your children. It's for the people who's connected to your purpose. So write the vision, make it plain, and become the woman that God has created you to be. I'm rooting for you. God bless you. Share this with a single mom or a woman who needs encouragement.